Good evening. Here are your top headlines. A major development in plans to build a new downtown Boise library. This afternoon, the Ada County Clerk, Phil McGrain, told the city they cannot have a special election without a court ruling. So Mayor Dave Beater recommended the city put the planning process on hold. McGrain said he consulted the Attorney General and Secretary of State and says they both share his opinion that the city is not legally authorized to seek elections on special city questions of this nature. Complicating the issue even more, according to Beater, the project's planning team told the city the library would cost more than the projected $85 million. The city council was scheduled to hold a public hearing on the matter Tuesday. That hearing is now canceled. Officials say they're now looking at other funding options. 2 Washington County residents have been diagnosed with the West Nile virus, the first 2 human cases in the state so far this year. Health officials only identified the 2 as a person older than 30 and another older than 60. West Nile is a potentially serious illness that's usually spread to animals and humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. It does not spread from person to person. With an increasing number of West Nile cases being reported in the valley, officials are warning everyone to take precautions when you're outdoors. Use insect repellent with DEET. Make sure you have good screens on your windows and doors to keep the mosquitoes out. And get rid of standing water from flower pots, buckets, barrels, and pools. Bureau of Land Management crews are making progress on 3 fires burning southeast of Boise. 2 of the fires are expected to be contained tonight. The 3rd fire expected to be contained Saturday night. The flames started burning in the Blacks Creek area near I-84 around 7 Thursday night. It's unclear what sparked the flames, but officials are investigating all 3 as human-caused. The biggest of the 3, the Mayfield fire, is at least 800 acres, while the Prospect fire is 500. A 3rd fire is covering 5 acres. A part of Mayfield Road between Blacks Creek and Slater Creek Road was shut down for a couple of hours, but reopened early this morning.
Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Another warm, nice, beautiful day around the valley today with temperatures getting to the upper 80s, some places in the lower 90s, 70s in the mountains. Tomorrow could be a carbon copy of today with those 80s and 70s in the mountains. With a nice northwest flow of air, we've got dry conditions and a red flag warning from the Magic Valley eastward 9 o'clock tonight and then tomorrow afternoon to 9 o'clock tomorrow night as well in most of these areas as we see that fire danger go up. We saw the fires spark we just talked about. Similar conditions that if a fire starts for whatever reason, before you can put it out, it can spread extremely rapidly, so explosive fire growth is possible. But a nice refreshing northwest flow, dry flow of air, and that's what's keeping us sunny and keeping the moisture way to the north up there in Canada. But there's a building heat wave here to the south and west, and that heat will build to the northwest and it will come in for Sunday. And cooler weather is going to try to move in, but conflicting computer models deciding how hot it's going to be towards the end of next week. Both computer models say it will be hot midweek, maybe 100 degrees. Middle part of this week around Wednesday. In fact, we'll take a look at that on the extended forecast here. This is what it shakes out as. Today and tomorrow will be the coolest days for some time to come. So back to 95 on Sunday, similar on Monday. A surge of heat Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, especially Tuesday and Wednesday, near 100. And this drop off to the low to mid 90s may not happen. It may be 96, 97, could be hotter. I don't think it's going to be any cooler than this. I'm leaning